All right, we're actually back once again. Thunder and Lightning, Dan, Nikki, of course on JSN and that Fantasy Sportsnet, and of course TNL_NYG. We just needed to take a couple-minute break. Thank you for watching before. It's been a fun draft so far. Daniel Jeremiah and the people on NFL Network, not one defensive player has gone off the board yet, which was pretty crazy to see. Even though everybody said this defensive draft so far, it was a little bit lackluster. So I guess that's starting to make point of everything going on right now.
I'm a little shocked there's not one defensive player.
Yeah, there's always someone. There's always some sort of pass rush, a couple pass rushers here and there. So we'll see what the Colts are doing at number 15. Who do you have at 15?
Who do I have? Hold on, please.
Terry and Arnold. Yeah. So that would most likely be the first defensive pick if you're right.
I've been doing pretty good so far.
No, you have. Yes.
Crushing this board.
Right, and I
don't have paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, Joe Shane really you agreed to Joe Shane's takes.
For the record, I've said that phrase for a while. I think
I'm sure you have.
Use it.
It's a very big businessy term.
Businessy term. Yes, we're very corporate here at Hello Green Marketing.
Yeah, be sure to check them out as well. So, yeah, tell your friends about us. Every Monday night, we're going to be talking about the Giants, food takes. We have a segment called Food Fight because she's the pickiest eater around. So she always makes fun of what I'm eating. And then the people watching the show is just like, all right, Nikki, but you're the weird one. So right. I get gratification with that every week. That's for sure. So,
but I can admit that I'm the weird one.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We're all a little weird. Yeah.
I don't let them just slide with, oh, I had a piece of cake. It's like, what kind did you have? What was the icing? Cause I got to hear how gross it is,
Yeah, it was weird that you didn't like chocolate cake last week.
I don't like chocolate cake.
Note this up. Don't get Nikki a chocolate cake.
Don't get me any cake. I'm really
right.
Not...
You're more of a fruit bowl person, and you put a candle in and you blow it out.
My mom did that for me 1 year.
I believe it.
She got me a fruit bowl, put a candle in it. Oh, but you know what? I don't mind like the fat-free Cool Whip. So like if you dip like a strawberry in that, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Cool Whip's cool.
It is. All right. Where do you think the Colts are going? Same as me?
Yeah, I think so. I think someone on defense. I don't really know offensively what they're going to have. Anthony Richardson year 2, is he going to be back healthy, ready to go with his shoulder? I think so. Really good. Oh, finally an edge person. You're wrong, but the first defensive player went
I had Latu going to Miami at 21. So
yeah. So Deb on Blonde Blitz last night mentioned a very cool story that he had to retire because of a neck or back injury, got fused, fought back, and came back, and now he is a top 15 NFL pick in the first round. So
good for him.
Never give up is the way to definitely say that type of thing. So good luck in the Colts, Latu.
Just keep swimming, right?
Just keep swimming like in Finding Nemo.
Now that movie I've seen.
Okay.
A few times.
Yeah, my son's actually on he likes Finding Dory just a little bit more. I
haven't seen Finding Dory, but I have seen Finding Nemo. All right, who's next? Who we have next? The Seahawks. So I think they need some offensive line help.
Yeah, especially with another year with Geno Smith. Wide receivers are decent there. With is it Olave? No, it's Smith and Jigma from Ohio State. I get confused with all the Ohio State people.
The
Ohio State people,
right.
Of course.
The Ohio State.
Look at his shades. Nice.
Oh, all right. Nice
styling and profiling.
Oh, all right, Clyde.
Ha.
Speaking of,
let's see.
Let's check in on the Knicks.
Thank God they're up 2-0, because if they were tied 1-1 right now,
we'd be panicking. We'd be panicking.
Yeah. 111-99 with 5 minutes left.
Maybe it's best we're not watching, because game 2 damn near gave me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like I thought I couldn't breathe.
Sunday 1 p.m. was gonna be fun.
And then I ran around here screaming.
That's cool. Yeah, I did the quiet fist pump, like we did it type of thing. So the whole house didn't wake up. But yeah,
That's
I
considerate.
I did the Tiger Woods fist pump.
Okay. All right. It's okay. They can lose one.
That's it. That's all they could lose.
Yeah, they can lose one.
But we knew this was going to be a tight series once in Philly, especially what happened at the end of game 2.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
home cooking Philly.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Philly. Hate that city. No. I mean, some of you are cool, but you guys are a rough bunch. Eagles fans, Sixers fans. They're a rough bunch over
You know
there.
what it is? We're so similar to a degree. They're a little bit edgier with like the Eagles and everything else like that. But at the end of the day, it's just all right. It's a rival town, and that we automatically just don't like them. So,
Well, I don't like them for a lot of reasons.
fair. You do have more exposure in the south of Jersey and west of Jersey.
I have to tell you, almost every person. So I get a lot of shit, right?
Shocking.
On social media. Almost every single person that has got something rude and mean to say comes from an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan. So
Right.
yeah, got issues with them. Interested to see where the Seahawks go, though.
Yeah, no, I'm really interested to see.
After the Seahawks, we've got
Jacksonville, the Bengals, Rams,
the Bengals.
Steelers, Dolphins again. No, they didn't go yet.
No, I know they didn't.
No, in my head, for whatever reason, I thought the Dolphins won twice.
No.
I said again for whatever reason.
No.
Then Minnesota, no, they kept that pick for the Jet trade. So they go again, and then the Cowboys at 24. So tell us, what do you guys think? Whoever's in the chat room, tell us, who do you think? What's been the biggest surprise so far in the draft? Are you happy with the Giants pick? Are you happy with the Jets pick, since we are on JSN now? So I want to be an equal opportunist with both teams in New York, New Jersey area. So what do you guys think? I thought the move that the Jets did was a very good one. So, and Fasano, for whatever reason, fell. He was neck and neck before the season. He was neck and neck with Joe Alt. So I like that move with the Jets, and he can actually grow. I don't know. I didn't read up on anything of what the Jets would do. Maybe they push him. No, actually, Ver Tucker might move into guard and move him to right tackle. Could be the way to go. That would be interesting to see. Any Jet fans out there, let us know what you guys think. Giant fans, I was joking before in the original chat. The original video was, I got like a bunch of yeses and a couple of like, fuck this team. This team sucks. Text. So yeah, so
you can't please everybody.
No, of course.
You really can't. So listen, I'm excited. I'm okay that they didn't get a quarterback right now, I guess. I mean,
it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, of course, it is what it is. I've been in that, like, all right, if we got a quarterback, great. If not, we got neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, we got one hell of a talent. Ooh, Seattle was very quick in their pick here. See, I like when teams like go.
Yeah,
quick
that's
like
how
this.
I'm in fantasy drafts.
Yeah, me too. I'm quick in fantasy because I already know what I want to do. Or if you play with me and I've played with you long enough, I swipe your players.
Yeah,
because I know who my opponents are going to.
That's the one thing, knowing you within the last year. Thankfully, we already haven't been on a fantasy team.
I don't think we can.
I mean, I'm sure we can.
No.
Why? Because I know all your people, and vice versa.
Yeah,
I'm sure we could co-manage a team.
We could probably co-manage a team. But I get asked all the time, what kind of tips do you have for fantasy football? That's one of them. Know who you play with.
Right.
If you're playing in a league where, and you have those two where you've played with each other for a really long time.
Yeah, I have like
their tendencies.
I have a league that is honestly approaching 15 years. 20 years. So it's really crazy. And then when you join another league, you feel like the odd man out. So it takes a year to understand the league. Like I joined another league 3 seasons ago. Well, it's going to be 3 seasons ago. Year 1, I was making like crazy moves just to be that guy to make sure. And it obviously backfired. And then last year I was like, all right, guys, I'm for real. I know what this league's about. I know who's who likes what. So the first year was a little rough in the group chat, but I survived, and came out of it. So yeah, just it's always fun. It's like so that's definitely one of my favorite things. It's like it's funny being a grown adult now with life being so busy. Like you're always looking forward to it in August. They're like, oh, we're definitely hanging out at least for 3 or 4 hours, drink a couple of beers or whatever drink you like. For example, you like vodka. So like it would be it's definitely fun. If you don't like fantasy football, why don't you like fantasy football?
Yeah, like I don't like fantasy baseball. That's a little too
Well,
much
fantasy
for me.
baseball is a whole different animal. I used
That's
to
a little
do
too
it,
much
and
for
it's
me.
monotonous
Yeah.
every day, and
It's
you
too
have to make
much.
sure this guy's playing in the
Yeah.
right lineup. It's the
It's a
same
lot.
with basketball,
Yeah, I don't like
minus
fantasy
the
basketball either.
162 games and opposed to 82. So,
Once a week is enough for me. With
was it
football.
really once a week though? It's 3, really.
Depending on who you have,
Some weeks 4.
it could be, but it doesn't matter. You're not setting a lineup every single day,
True,
and it depends who's on your team.
very true.
You know, there's weeks where I just have to do it Sunday. All my players go on Sunday, so it depends. But something I get asked a lot, you know, I get a lot of women that come to me and, you know, they are playing fantasy football for the first time, right? And they're in a group with a bunch of guys. And so they kind of feel like, oh, I hope I'm doing, you know, the right thing. So I guarantee you are.
I've had women in our leagues, both
First
really
timers?
both, and some are really good,
Mhm.
and some just like what is she doing?
Right.
And it's like, okay, cool. Thanks for the $100.
Yeah, so
money.
that's the thing. You take advantage of them because they don't know what they're doing.
She'll like stockpile quarterbacks,
Oof,
and then when you try to trade, she's like, "No, I don't want them." Like,
that's
oh,
my guy,
okay.
yeah. Or I
All right.
hate when people do that in fantasy. They're like, "Oh, that's my guy. I don't want to trade him."
Oh, no,
like,
yeah.
it's not your guy. Like, you desperately need whatever position it is, and you're not going to trade because that's my guy. All right, let's see who Seattle took. Think they're going to go offensive line help here. They should. Yes, let's send things to the stage.
Come on, Raj.
Oh,
Oh.
get special messages. Would you ever want to be one of these people that announced the pick?
It would be cool.
Think so?
I would hope that I would get an easy name.
Do.
Granted, when I talked to Sam Prince a couple years ago,
Mhm.
when he did Kayvon's thing,
Mhm.
it has it phonetically,
Mhm.
so that helps. So it's like, oh God, you're going to be a meme, or you're going to be on YouTube for the rest of your life, just butchering. Like Sam's a gift for the rest of the time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I can't pronounce anything anyway, so
Fair.
even doing Blonde Blitz when we did the whole round one, I mean, could barely pronounce any of these names. Yeah, I would do it. Would you get nervous or no? You'd be cool.
I would probably the pre jitters, but once
You only
I'm
have
up
to
there,
say a name. It's not like you gotta
yeah.
give a
But you
speech.
see all the people, and then millions of people watching home. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
completely nervous because of a lot of practice of talking on air, but it's still something. So,
I wouldn't get nervous. All the bright lights, everybody watching you, all the attention.
so
Okay,
who they
let's
get?
see.
Oh, defensive tackle from Texas.
Wow.
He's a good player. He's arguably one of the best
Wow.
tackles in the draft.
He is.
So
Good
he's
for them.
stud, trying
Good
to
for them.
recreate that defense. It's a very good pick.
That is a good pick.
Where did you have him? I don't remember.
I didn't. No, you know what? I had him in the Blonde Blitz draft. I had him, I think, going to the Cowboys.
Thank God.
Yep. Yep. Who is next? Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Talk to me about Jacksonville.
Talk to me about Jacksonville. Jacksonville is that very interesting team.
Yeah.
They choked towards the end of the
I
season.
know, they always do.
After that crazy comeback win against the Chargers 2 seasons ago in the playoffs. It's not make it or break it year for Lawrence, but he's going to be looking to get paid more, and he's going to be hoping to be in that upper echelon of players of just because of his hype going into things. So I like ETN.
Mhm.
They lose Ridley, but
Mhm.
didn't they get someone? Our buddy
Oh, a
Ever.
trade.
Oh, they moved up
Trade.
again.
Minnesota moves up again. They are not messing around
They're
this
not
year
messing around.
at
2
all.
trades.
Who'd they get?
That was quick. They didn't mess around.
They knew who they wanted. Who are they getting?
I don't know. Trying to think. They can always they need help on defense. Maybe they go maybe Chop Williams I see on your sheet.
Robinson.
Ro-
Chop Robinson.
Chop Robinson from Penn State. A lot of people had mixed things on him. Kool-Aid's too far.
Kool-Aid. I have them going to Baltimore, so we'll see.
Darius Robinson, I think Debs mentioned. Huh.
Okay,
All
so
right.
what did they get?
17th pick, when they swapped for 23rd. Is that a fifth round pick? 2025 third and fourth pick.
All right.
Can't eat it to go back
Nope.
5 spots.
Nope. Who did they get? They had to come up here and jump 5 spots. Yep.
Right.
So they had to jump the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Rams, and the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think they went defense?
Yeah, I think so. Now here comes the defense.
Yeah. The run on defense.
We know Minnesota needs that defensive help.
Oh, God, they really do. Here we go.
No,
Oh, didn't you have that?
maybe I had them the first go around. I think the original at 11, just in case what the scenarios we're going to. So they're making out pretty. They're aggressive, and they got JJ and they got Dallas Turner, 2 pretty solid quarterbacks. I mean, pretty solid players. Dallas Turner should be a automatic plug and play on their defense, and JJ, we'll see if he beats out Sam Darnold.
I think he might.
And I like their coach O'Connell. So know how I was mentioning I would trust Dave's. He's another coach that I would be like all gung ho for him to take. So when JJ is good with the Vikings, people that were pissed that we didn't take JJ are gonna bring that in everybody's face. So
If you're a Minnesota fan, how do you feel right now?
pretty excited.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I think you have to be, right?
Yeah. They got 2 top tier players. So I don't know. And you know he's a winner. Oh, our boy Brian Burns is his players comp.
Well, I'm just here for the Eagles and Cowboys. I want to see what they do.
Okay.
We're almost there, getting there.
So close.
We're so close, so far away. Got to see what the rest of the NFC East does.
Yeah, no, of course. So far. Yeah, no, so far, as we know, we got Jaden Daniels for the Commanders, Malik Neighbors for us. Now the Cowboys and Eagles. I think the Eagles always find ways to stockpile on the defense. That just seems to be what they do. Cowboys didn't do much at all in this offseason.
Much at all. They did nothing.
Maybe one move.
It's just fine by me.
Excuse me, one move. So
the Eagles always seem to make it work. I don't know what they do over there. They always make that joke that they're just printing money, right? Outside of Lincoln.
They always find a way to make a trade.
And I don't know how they do it. They're really, really good at that. I'm very envious of it. But you got to give them credit where credit's due. I don't want to, but they are really good. And they've had their down years. The Eagles have had their down years.
No.
But they've definitely, unfortunately, have come back. And we got to deal with Saquon over there.
Yeah, we say it weekly. It's going to be interesting to see. That really wasn't an Eagle type move, and they're like, "Let's go for it." And Saquon is their guy.
Yeah, jam it in real good for you guys. That one still hurts.
It hurts until Saquon gets a little older and slower, and
but in the moment,
it still stings.
Seeing him in Eagles jersey really.
You notice he's been posting more on social media too.
Yeah, because I feel like he feels some type of way with the Giants. They chose to pay Daniel Jones, right? They made their decision. He definitely
just seems happy. So good
he
for
seems
him.
happier, but I feel like part of it is like I just want to like stick it a little bit to the Giants.
Oh,
But
yeah.
seeing him in that Kelly green makes me want to throw up.
Ugh.
It's like the color of puke. And that's a really hard color to wear anyway. As we talked about on Blonde Blitz last night, that unfortunately my cheerleading uniform was that color.
Kelly green.
Green, gold, and white.
One color I
White
don't
cat
think
spike.
I ever want to see you in.
Tough. It's tough color. This Dallas Turner lime green, I could pull that off. That is quite
You
a
look
jacket.
like a Skittle.
Yeah, but I can pull that off. I could pull off like nice bright green colors, not Kelly green, not Eagles green. Eagles green is like Kelly green, right?
Yeah, Kelly green and then darker green.
Yeah, it's tough. I need to go like with the lighter, brighter colors. I
Oh.
can't get over. Oh, here we go. The Bengals. As you guys know, or maybe you don't know if you're new to following me and us, when I got very annoyed with the Giants and I hopped on over to, I didn't hop. I've always been a Cincinnati fan.
You just took a selfie.
No, I've always been, I like Joe Burrow. So I've been a Cincinnati. Like this was my second favorite team for a couple years now. But I got so mad at the Giants. I wore a Bengals jersey. I didn't just take a selfie. I wore it on a podcast too.
Yeah, you did.
Their
pick is already in.
Oh, so, okay, where do we think Cincinnati's going? This is where I had J.C. Latham going. So what do you think they're going to do? They need offensive line help.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to protect Joe Burrow.
Maybe Mims, who you
they
had
could
going
go
to the
Mims.
Cowboys.
I have him going to Dallas. So, but I could see
I could also see them going Brian Thomas Jr. just in case in the event they get rid of T. Higgins.
Yeah. Okay. But I have him going to Buffalo.
Right.
Because they really need.
I'm grasping at straws at this point.
Well, we're working off our board. That board, obviously the Bengals knew what they wanted to do. They've really, so listen, you can't be in the AFC North and not have that offensive line protection. Right. There's just no way because that division beats each other up to hell and back.
Right.
Kind of like the NFC East does on a good year for all of us, like 2 years ago when we went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
No,
there are currently 3 or 4 teams. It was like the West a couple years ago. Didn't the West have all 4?
Yes.
Yes. That year was crazy.
That was
the last place team still found a way to make the playoffs. And it's just
that was a crazy year. But the AFC North consistently, right? It's always down to like that last game.
Yeah.
And, Pittsburgh's finding a way to get in. Like everything seems to break their way.
The Pittsburgh, Baltimore, then you take your pick on the year for Baltimore. I already said Baltimore. The Bengals and then the Browns the last couple of years have been sneakily good.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco made the playoffs. Granted, it crashed and burned in the playoffs, but
yeah, but he got him there.
He got him there, and he was the 4th quarterback that was played on the team last year. So
he got him there. He gave him the shot. I mean, did you have Joe Flacco taking the Browns to the playoffs on your 2023 NFL bingo card?
No, I did not. I know you didn't.
No, I did not. I didn't have a lot.
And the fact he parlayed it into being signed by the Colts this offseason was pretty cool.
You know what? I would do the same thing. Get your money. I can't blame these players,
Not at all.
Short shelf life, get your money.
And the thing with him is he could be the backup, what he's supposed to be, and let Anthony Richardson teach Anthony Richardson the way to be. So
just be a backup, cool out, get your money, and you got to go in. You got to go in. But not a bad gig if you are Joe Flacco. I am very excited to see what the Cincinnati Bengals are doing here. Because
pick is in.
They're going to have to get through those other 3 teams in the division, and they can't do that with this shoddy offensive line.
You think Joe Burrow is going to be better than ever after the injury last year?
I do. I think.
What was that injury again? Wasn't a knee, right?
No, I think it was.
So that's like his 2nd knee injury.
He can come back and better than ever. I can't get over all these people that are here.
It is actually crazy. See, like how I mentioned on the first stream, that was one of the biggest regrets I had was missing out at the MSG Theater or Radio City. Now, what they're doing now is like last year was in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
The 1 year was in Tennessee, and
everything's in Vegas now.
Yeah. The Tennessee one I remember vaguely, which was funny, was it's a very big bachelorette
Oh,
trip,
yes.
and all these girls didn't know about the draft.
Like,
They
what's
didn't look
going on?
up,
I'm here for my bachelorette
and
party.
they were all upset that their bachelorette parties were ruined by football
Men?
fans. Well, mostly men.
I'm just kidding.
Mostly men. Go shocking.
Yes, I heard that. Nashville's a big bachelorette party city, right? I've never been. I've never been.
Neither
to
have I.
Nashville. Never been. Okay. We have the commissioner coming out, so we will see. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay,
Nailed it.
got it. Got it. Good for them.
Thank you, Nikki, for laying up with the names. I'm like, yeah, we haven't seen his name up yet.
Good for them. I'm excited.
Massive, limited starts and absorbs
He
power.
is massive.
340, 6'7". That's a big.
Wow, that's a big boy right there. It's massive. That's why they call them massive. They really needed this, right? I
Yeah,
have to agree.
yeah.
They needed this.
And we know Georgia. We have one with Andrew Thomas, so
Yep.
hopefully he's at Andrew Thomas for them.
Yep. All right. So it looks like the Rams are up next.
I originally thought last night the tackle from Texas Murphy was gonna go to them to
Okay.
be the replacement for Allen, not
Mhm.
Allen, Arnold.
Mm.
So
right.
who's another defensive tackle? There's another one,
Those are big shoes to fill.
of course.
Donald shoes.
He
like,
works. He
oh,
works. Well, the way he works out was with knives and stuff. And
Who works out with knives?
there's videos of Aaron Donald working out with knives and like doing blocking drills of like shedding
Oh,
hands and stuff.
these people are crazy. I mean, that's why they
Oh,
are.
that's why you got to be quick. You
But
absolutely
that's
don't
why
wanna
they're
get
good at what
stabbed in
they
the
do
face.
because they do things like work out with knives.
Very unorthodox, though.
Well, it's okay. I feel like the Rams, can correct me if I'm wrong, relatively quiet off season so far.
I I think so. I haven't really been following the Rams, I'll be honest. But with them, it feels funny that they're drafting in the first round. It's been a couple years with
Right.
trades
Right.
because they went all in when they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yes, they
so
bought that Super Bowl. 100% went and bought themselves a Super Bowl.
don't matter. You still got
No.
it. So they're finally recouping. And the thing with them is they didn't need it. Last year they Puka Nacua and other
Right.
players were mid-round draft picks,
Yeah.
and they found diamonds in the rough. So that's really how you build a team. So the Rams rebuild from that one season was relatively quick. So
It was quick. Still, though, interested to see what they end up doing here. Aaron Donald retired this offseason. Yep, we know. So that's
Cooper Kupp is slowed down.
a lot.
Yeah, I had him in my keeper league for the last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I had him for a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him in the MVP year, Super Bowl year, so I won my league that year. That was awesome. I had him and Diggs. That was epic.
That's a good year.
And I had Stafford on the
Oh.
Super Bowl years. So
I usually, for a long time, Stafford is who I rolled with. But
me too. So it seems like you and me have the same strategy to a degree.
maybe. I'm not going to tell you my strategy.
Well, you already kind of gave it away.
I never gave it away. I've never told you my fantasy strategy.
Well, you just said you draft Stafford. So that means you kind of wait later the rounds.
Nope. I actually reach for him and grab him first.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You should always reach and grab quarterback first.
See, I did the opposite.
Don't do that.
That's actually a sick logo. There's the football field on the beach.
No, don't reach for a quarterback. That's like my one thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not very.
I never do that.
I did it once with Peyton Manning when I first learned, and they were like, "Well, why didn't you get LaDainian Tomlinson?" I'm like, "Well, Peyton won me the league last year, so might as well do it."
I get that.
But
very few quarterbacks that you can reach for. I hate picking, and it always happens to me. Somehow I always get number 7 or 8, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah,
I hate 7, 8.
The What would be one player in fantasy that would be your all-time favorite player that you were like,
Oh,
oh my
God.
God, that guy took me to the promised land so many times.
I don't remember. I'd have to really think about that. You know who I love when they're on fire, though? Jamar Chase.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
I had Arian Foster those couple of years that
yeah.
Arian went off. Those
Yeah.
were fun years.
Those were good years. How are we looking with the Knicks?
Let me look. Oh,
Is game over?
yeah, I got the alert.
Locked.
125, 114.
Oh.
50 for Embiid.
Oh.
So
When's the next game and what time and where?
Sunday at 1.
Sunday at 1. Philly?
Philly.
All right. They got to regroup. I had a feeling they'd lose this game. So they got to regroup, though.
No, they
Come
definitely
home
have
with
to
a win.
regroup.
Yeah, they have to.
So
All right, pick is in. Let's go. I also hate this like little in between that they do. I just wish this would speed up in general a little bit faster.
me
But
too,
I also have no patience for anything. So,
for sure.
it doesn't have to be this long. Just like, pop it up on the screen. Like, why they have to have this big to do? Everybody has to come out and announce it. I know I just asked you in the last segment, would you be one of the people announcing it? But it's like, why do we have to do this whole like thing?
Yeah, it's just the entertainment.
But is it really entertaining
Yeah, for everybody else but you big Grinch.
to sit here and, I'm not that much of a Grinch. I just don't have patience, and I just don't think it needs to take this long.
Right.
So it's like,
But it's drawn out. Like the rest of the week, it's
it's quicker.
it's
It
quicker.
goes quicker.
Here we
Here we
go.
go.
There you go. The guy
there
you had in the top
Got
10.
my guy. I had him in the
So
top
if
10.
you had him free falling in the Blonde Blitz pool, you won.
Yeah. Good for them, though. I like this pick for them. Yeah. You like it?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Florida State is one of those schools. Will Anderson Jr. was a top 5 pick last year. Bully, explosive hands and
Bully.
feet. So
Bully.
they got themselves a player.
They absolutely did. I like this for
Look
them.
at that. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah. No, I like this for them.
Is
So
that
this
why
is
you
where
picked them?
I thought Atlanta was going to go with this guy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to hate on Atlanta.
Well,
rightfully so.
I get what you were saying when we were on earlier. And, Cousins doesn't have, he's 37, you said 38 by now. So it's like, all right, you don't have that much time, but did they need Penix? Like,
they definitely didn't.
This is where I thought they were going to go. So I'm a little bit shocked, but hey, good for the Rams. I guess they got a hell of a player, so good for them. Next up, the Steelers.
See, this is where the Steelers are the Steelers. I could see them getting Chop Robinson, and that guy will have 15 and a half sacks next year with his eyes closed type of thing. They just love to build depth and just build on that defense.
One thing is you can never count the Steelers out. Even when you think you're about to.
No. Coach T always has them going. So 6 minutes. Let's see, they were 7-10 and they finished the season with Rudolph. So now they got Wilson and Fields.
That's right. Russell Wilson's over there.
I think Fields finds a way to overtake him.
Fields got over there for a bag of chips they traded him for, man.
Right.
Were you shocked with that? What they traded him for?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think we all were when our group text was just like, wow, they basically got next to nothing. And once again, rumors, everybody was listening to the rumors that the Bears wanted X, Y, and Z and a King's ransom. And we're like, eh.
Yeah.
And then when you see it, you're like, oh, we could have all the other teams were like, we could have done that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I hope that I like Fields. I hope he succeeds there. How do you think he's going to do under Tomlin?
I mean, he'll do fine. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be good.
How long does Russell Wilson have that starting job for? Or do you think Fields competes for it?
Well, the way they're talking about it now, it seems like it's Russ's job to lose.
Right. Okay. Do you think he loses it?
Did
Did he forget how to play football?
No, he actually had a good year last year, and the Broncos didn't want to pay him the injury.
No, I know.
No, I know you know. I'm just saying.
I know.
All right.
But it seems like he forgot how to play football.
Yeah, a little bit. He's starting to get older. He's
How old is he? He's 35?
He's around 35.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how he does over there in Pittsburgh. Welcome to the AFC North, Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited.
You know, you always hear these things about how he's difficult in the locker room.
Yeah, well, he's just that weird, different guy. So
What's a weird, different guy?
he's just that try-hard guy that no
too
one
try-hard.
likes. Remember? Did you remember that story when they went to England a couple years ago and he got hurt and he was like rehabbing on the middle of the flight to either back or forth, and that was the year where the Broncos was just a shit show.
Yeah,
and they're like, this guy ain't it, type of thing.
He ain't it. Well,
do you like their new jerseys? Did you see the new
I
jerseys?
didn't see the new jerseys. Let me look it up.
Yeah, no, they kind of went back to their old school looking jerseys, and
I hate when they do the bumblebee though. You know what I'm talking
oh,
about?
the Steelers. I was talking about the Broncos.
Oh, Broncos, New Jersey. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like, everybody.
They have the old school helmets for a couple games. It went back to the
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the road jersey.
I like that.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, I don't hate it.
That's it?
Yeah, those are it in the orange.
I like it.
Yeah, they have the throwback blues
I
with
like
the Bronco leaping out of the D. Or is it a B? No, D.
Okay, I like it. I'm here for it. Yeah, I hate when the Steelers do the bumblebee. I think it looks awful. It's so bad.
No, yeah. I don't think they've done it in a couple years, but
Well, they should never do it again.
right. I know a couple people that like the Steelers actually have those jerseys, and I'm like, ugh.
God.
Those
They
were pretty
wear
rough.
'em too?
Those jerseys that the Giants were rumored to have leaked out this week.
Mhm.
Those would be our addition to the Bumblebee, I guess. Let's hope not. The 1930 edition of
Yeah,
that.
let's not
And
do
they
that.
would have the Michigan style wing helmet.
Let's not do that.
I think we stay with the 80s, 90s throwbacks. Can't go
I
wrong
love
with
our
that.
color rush.
Me too.
Love
Those
it.
should be our permanent road jerseys. Even though I am
Yes.
very partial to the current ones, but
I love the Giants color rush so much. Pick is in for the Steelers. So you have them going, would you say defense?
yeah, they're always going defense. I think they go local kid Chop Robinson because he's from Penn State.
Okay. I would assume they've done their
TJ
homework
Watt,
on him.
19 sacks in 2023. He's a freak.
What a beast.
And he's always getting hurt too.
Yep. What a monster.
But as far as he goes, they go.
It's true. Who they have over there for wide receivers?
They traded Deontay Johnson to the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
They have the wide receiver from Georgia, Perkins. Yeah,
Perkins? Okay.
not Perkins. What the hell's his name? Hold on. Going off the fly sometimes is fun. Steelers.
That's okay. If anyone knows their wide receiving core, drop it in the chat. We're not going to know everything about every team.
George Pickens.
Pickens, that's right. He had a good year last year, right?
Yeah, and then they had Van Jefferson, according to Google.
Okay.
Maybe they go wide receiver. Actually, looking at this,
Yeah, because
maybe Chop Robinson in the second round or later.
Okay.
So I guess Brian Thomas is still
They
there. Adonai Mitchell's still there. They're still very good wide receivers.
now that you pulled up their wide receiver core, I'm like,
Since
thinking,
I'm cheating now and seeing their depth chart, wide receiver seems to be the pick.
well, it's not cheating. It's not like we're
Right.
experts on the Steelers. But I think we've done pretty good. We have enough general knowledge of each team to be able to carry a show for almost 2 hours total.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that, by the way.
No.
And just turn on the camera, go live on the fly while the draft is on, and have enough knowledge.
Thank God we missed Joel Embiid dropping 50 on us.
Yeah,
You
I don't
imagine.
I don't want to watch.
You imagine the conniptions you and me would have had.
I don't want to watch that. I'd rather watch the draft. I'd rather see in a couple picks what our fellow NFC East rivals do in Philly and in Dallas. Especially Dallas, because they have been so quiet.
Too quiet.
Way too quiet. Is it like when your 2-year-old is too quiet and you're like,
Yes.
what's going on?
Yes. Well, both of them, the 4 and 1-year-old, is just like, oh,
Oh, one, yeah.
something's up.
Yeah, you guys are too quiet. My mom used to say that with us. Why are you guys so quiet? Because,
Right.
Siblings usually
That's how you were with
killing
me
each other.
tonight. Well, I was just like in the zone trying to like gather my thoughts and not waste my conversation with you.
Waste your conversation. No conversation with me is wasted.
Fair. Can't.
I like that. Use your platform to brighten somebody's day. Well, hopefully we've brightened your guys' night. If you're new to following us and watching us, welcome. Yeah. Welcome to New York.
Rate Nikki's top. I think Nikki has a nice top on. Very good job.
Rate Nikki's top. Okay.
Why
don't we wait and see what the Steelers do?
Steelers.
Any chance they go Kool-Aid?
After seeing the wide receivers. Oh, tackle.
Okay, so I got that right. I had him go Steelers. All right. You see it right there, right?
Yeah, she did.
Nikki, Steelers. Holy right there. Because I'm good, guys. I am good.
You need to share that up too.
I am good. I'm telling you.
See, the Steelers. So this is where I run wrong. Traditionally, the Steelers get wide receivers in day 2, and they become like studs. They like magically appear.
Magically appear. I am pretty damn good. I nailed that pick.
Yeah, you did. He's versatile, according to DJ. He's the Jets' Elijah Vera Tucker's comp.
Yes. Would you agree or disagree that only doing your prediction a couple days a little bit better than like mocking this since Halloween?
To a degree, yes. I like.
This is my 4th year of doing pretty good. I know I haven't known you the past 3.
For the reasonings you do it, I agree. Obviously, you're nailing it. But that's
all you have to say. Just leave it at that. You're nailing it.
No, I know, and I like to do it to learn the players' names because it's hard to follow 123 college.
But I think that's the point. The point is you don't need to dive into this extensive research. I say this mostly for the female fans that feel like they don't know enough, or they don't want to come on a podcast, or they don't want to talk about the draft because they don't know enough players. I honestly, I knew enough, but it's not like I had extensive knowledge of every single one of these players until like the past 2 weeks. So you don't necessarily have to do all this research from October on. And well, if you're a Giants fan, it's always October.
It's always October.
If you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sure you could give 2 shits.
So the funny thing with me is I actually do like watching college. I can't watch it religiously because of family and obviously Giants on Sunday and Red Zone and hanging out with family and friends on Sunday. So I have to give a little bit on Saturdays, but on Saturdays, it's really just, all right, just watch a couple games here and there, gamble on them. I've been gambling more on Saturdays as well. So
you gamble on basketball too? Baseball, basketball, everything?
Basketball, yeah, I have fun doing basketball. I do enjoy basketball because it's like
you've been hitting though.
Yeah, the other night, but yeah, the Nova Boy bet was pretty hot.
Nova Nation. I saw that trending on Twitter. Was it Smalls who asked that question? Is there a team that you were a fan of that doesn't make sense, right? Like you're not from the area. So for you, no, right?
Well, okay. Technically, it's the
and it was like, how did you become a fan?
It's technically the Giants. Because I grew up a Met fan. It's usually Mets, Jets.
Right.
And whatever.
Nets.
And then the Knicks.
When we were kids, like
no, I never liked the Nets because I'm not from Jersey. Like I didn't mind when JK was on the team, but
yeah, but I feel like that's a bit of a stretch to say I'm from Long Island and I'm a Giants fan.
Not really.
I think the point of the story was like, if you're from New Jersey, it's
not a stretch.
Like, and you're a Seahawks fan, how did that happen?
I get what you're saying, and you're right. I'm just saying some people will like, oh, why are you a quote unquote gypsy fan? they call them gypsy fans because it's not normal. Like my one friend is a Jet. He hates his life because it's just like, why do I like sports?
Yeah,
Like,
I'd quit sports if that was.
but
so it's not really like.
from what you're saying, yes. But yeah, I like all the New York teams, so I don't have that random. I guess you can say college football. I grew up liking Notre Dame.
Okay.
Because they're always on TV on Channel 4 for home games and ESPN.
Okay.
But as I was growing older, I have family who are from New Orleans.
Okay.
So
all right.
she went to LSU, so
Okay.
I kind of have liked LSU, and I'm starting to like the SEC football. So whatever SEC game's on, I'll end up watching that. So my fandom for Notre Dame has dwindled. And I'm more of a gambler now and just liking the whole college sport more than the actual team.
I want to go to an LSU tailgate party
Me
so
too.
bad. It's on my bucket list. And I know someone that will host us.
Okay. I have that as well for Florida Gators.
Oh, you want to go?
That is definitely on my bucket list. Either or. I've always wanted to go check out a SEC, just any SEC game.
Okay.
Because it's different life.
I can absolutely make the LSU tailgate party happen with live content. We should do a live podcast from there. How crazy would that be?
Yeah. I would have to find my old neighbor's jersey now.
There you go.
I saw my Odell Beckham jersey today. It was actually I left.
You saw it?
I saw it.
By the way, because from where you're from, you guys add the R and everything.
Yeah.
Your count we're out of control with the R's. I saw it.
Listen.
I dear.
Not everybody's perfect. But
I certainly can't pronounce anything. I just notice I hear it.
Yeah.
Your accent. I hear it.
All right.
Okay, Dolphins. Miami's in. Pick is in. So this is where I had Latu. So I did not get this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Any thoughts where they're going?
They don't need the Cooper DeJean. He's gonna go to the Eagles. Who we taking today? Eagles are next, right?
Eagles are next. Then Minnesota again? No, they traded.
They traded up.
So it would be Jacksonville and then the Cowboys.
Correct.
All right. We're almost there, everybody. We are almost there. It's our rivals to see what they do. We have to see what they do.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're up against. I say it every single year. The Giants, yeah, I know we were in the playoffs a couple of years ago, but take that out. They've got to build this team to get through Dallas and Philly. It's just the end of the day. And they just can't seem to do that. So I'm hoping we're heading in the right direction.
It's a wicked joke, but I survived it, so I'm able to make the joke. Mm-hmm. We have not beat Dak Prescott since I've had cancer and beat it.
Oh, jeez. Way to bring us down.
It's not really bringing it down. It just goes to show how Dak has owned us the last 8 years.
Chop Robinson. Okay.
Good move.
I had him going to Tampa Bay. I thought that would be a stretch. I didn't think he was going to last that long, but I'm close. It's not like I'm like the only one who's way off.
You're in the ballpark.
The Falcons threw me.
Yeah.
They threw me for a loop. I did not think they were going Penix. They kind of just screwed everything up. Okay. Our hated rival, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Sorry.
What are the Eagles doing?
They need corners. They're going Cooper DeJean.
Okay.
Unless any other corner is gone yet. Mitchell didn't go yet. It's been the neck and neck from Keon Mitchell from Toledo. So slim pickings with that.
Yeah, this is slim pickings.
I think they're going to go DeJean personally.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. I think that's what Deb said too, right?
Yeah. Where's my... What do you think the Eagles are going to do?
I'm with you. What do we have? Guyton, he's still on the board.
Yeah, he's still on the board too. They do need a line. That was who Deb picked. There it is.
Okay. So I think they can go either way. I like Chop Robinson for
The
for the
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
And it's a good move for them because last year, unfortunately, they lost their top 2 edge rushers.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time the playoffs happened, they had no pass rush. We all remember that negative 15 game against Kansas City. They literally had no shot.
Mm-hmm.
So they're showing it now. They have Jalen Smith, Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Chop Robinson,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen, and then Holland. So their defense is very stacked. It's just from September to November, they're awesome. And then from November to December, the last 2 years, they have done tailspins.
Yeah.
So whether it's tough games in Buffalo for the last couple of years or the Kansas City game, to be fair, they did lose a playoff game with their third string quarterback 2 years ago in Buffalo, and they actually covered that game. So it's crazy. 2 minutes left
2
for
minutes
the Eagles.
for the Eagles.
By the way, the Eagles re-signed AJ Brown today.
Oh, they did?
3-year extension.
Okay.
I wanted to see, I think it was like 95,
Mm-hmm.
and like half of it was guaranteed.
Okay.
Typical Eagle move. So
Typical.
they know what they're doing.
No, they do. They certainly know what they're doing, unfortunately. See what they do.
So those are your colors. Ugh. I can't even picture you in those
Well, it was
gross
green,
colors.
gold, and white.
So it was basically Packer colors.
Which are very tough.
It's a very tough color.
Really tough.
My school was boring. It was navy blue and silver, like
It's
every other school.
Normal.
Like every other school, and our jerseys were like we got new jerseys in my senior year, and it was like the hybrid of the Patriots and Texans.
Okay.
And the helmet was silver, like Notre Dame and Penn State, just boring plain silver.
Yeah, but a lot of schools have that.
Right. It's just easier that way.
I think Deb said they had Vikings colors, right?
Right. I had a friend who teaches and he used to coach baseball, and they just steal the professional teams' logos. It's hilarious.
Oh, do they?
A lot of teams, they just ripped off whatever logo. Eagles pick is in. So we have 10 more picks. We have 10 more picks after the Eagle pick.
Well, we're going till the Cowboys.
No, I know. We
Yeah.
can keep it going. By the way, Dan and Nicole here, Thunder and Lightning.
Nicole? Who's Nicole?
Nikki. I don't know why.
Your wife's name is Nicole.
Yeah, Nikki. Sorry. Forgot. Nikki Nick. So that Monday nights, Thunder and Lightning, usually 8:30. We usually go to 9 o'clock. Some weeks it's a little longer depending on the topic. You could check us out on TNL_NYG. You're the beat writer for JSN, and I just
For the Giants.
For the Giants. I can't forget that.
You forgot it 3 times.
You're right. But you didn't stop me.
I'm just letting you go, but now I had to. You called me the wrong name.
Now you're getting cranky. I could tell. But thank you for everybody that's watching right now. It's going strong on JSN's Twitter account right now. We appreciate it. Big exciting things are going to be coming, especially in this offseason and when the Giants season starts. What are the Eagles going to do?
Probably piss everybody off with their pick.
Right.
Pick is in. Pick is in.
Yeah, it is.
It's in.
They're just talking.
Yeah, it's annoying. Like, we don't need to hear them at all.
How long do you? All right, so you obviously wear makeup. How long do you think that guy in the silver makeup takes?
A long time.
Can you like ballpark it?
No, probably a few hours.
A few hours?
Well, it depends how intricate. Like, so that guy.
That guy is very intricate. I actually saw him on TikTok. He does all the Philly teams. So the Phillies, he has the pinstripes across his face. Okay. So how intricate would that be?
That like he's got like the Joker face and stuff, like the smile and that's like true makeup artistry. That's going to take a while. So
impressive.
It is impressive. He does it himself, or he has somebody do it for him?
I think he's done it for as long as I watch football. So I'm assuming he does it by himself.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's
That's
at
gonna take
every
a while.
Philly sport.
I mean,
He's like their super fan.
my makeup takes like half hour. I know people think it.
I mean, it's like riding a bike for you. You know what you
Yeah,
like.
it's the whole getting ready process is not just makeup. It's like
Right.
shower, makeup, hair, get dressed. That is all encompassing in like getting ready. But the actual makeup part doesn't take that long. Half hour or so.
All right, who do the Eagles pick?
International Pathway Program.
Yeah.
I like that the NFL is expanding the product.
No, I agree.
Oh, I just don't feel like hearing them talk. Let's pop the pickup on the screen, Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Jordan Mailata.
Okay.
I didn't realize he's Australian.
Let's see. Okay. Ugh, I don't want to see them at the Eagles draft party. We don't need to cut to that, do we?
No, he's not at the draft party. That's
They
awkward.
said, didn't they just say live
Yeah.
from the Eagles draft party?
No,
And
he's in Australia.
On a beach. Okay. Oops.
Keon Mitchell, the corner
That's what you
from.
said. They need that though.
Yeah.
They need that.
Yeah, he's from a smaller school, but he really popped on a lot of people's tape and was just really studly. He ran a 3.4 as you see on the screen right there.
Okay.
He's 6 foot, 195 pounds. So that seems like a guy, obviously, with Slay and Bradbury being older. It's going to be good for them to get him.
Okay, but how do you feel about that as a Giants fan?
Obviously, I don't love it.
Yeah.
It's a good move for the Eagles. He's going to be
probably going to terrorize us.
Yeah, he'll find a way to throw an interception to him and pick six.
He'll find a way to terrorize us for sure.
Or shut down Neighbors. Hopefully not. But
I hope not. I'm so excited for Neighbors.
Me too.
I'm like really hyped. I'm glad I didn't waver and do 19,000 predictions. I'm glad I just stuck to what I had a feeling with all along.
Right.
And Neighbors is very
So
exciting.
who's next?
So next, I guess, would be Jacksonville, right? Because it was Minnesota. Yep. Let's see what Jacksonville does here. Where do they go now?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I said half hour ago.
I know it's a long night.
I would still go wide receiver. Brian Thomas is still there. A.D. Mitchell's still there.
Yeah.
Get that guy. Evan Ingram. Travis Etienne's a stud running back. Just get more weapons for.
Do you remember when he dropped the division against the Eagles?
Yeah, of course I remember that. That was brutal.
Still hate that guy. Although he's had a good fantasy year.
Yeah, I actually had him last year.
Yeah. But that still stings. I mean, I don't hold a grudge or anything.
It's a shame because he was a good guy. So it's just
dropped it. Like that was the division.
That was his.
Dropped it like whoosh, right out of his hands. Like you got to catch the ball.
Yeah, that game against the Eagles in 2020 was a
oh my god.
Backbreaker.
Well, 2020 in general was just a weird year, right? Can you believe it was 4 years ago already?
No, I can't. I really can't.
World went. A weird time. A world is changed drastically. Oh, I thought she was going to say, you told your coaches you want to go to Philly. I'll be like, oh, God. Here we go. We are almost there, everybody. We've got Jacksonville, and then we're going to see what the Cowboys do, and then we are out because we got to get some sleep.
Yeah, you got work in the morning.
I do have work in the morning, but that's no big deal.
No, not at all.
Who needs sleep?
Sleep is overrated.
Sleep kind of annoys me because I like know that we need to sleep. And sometimes I wish I could just like plug myself in like a phone charger, right? And just be like, woo, charged up. And it's like, God, I got to get like 7 hours. It's like, oh, I could be doing stuff. Yeah. I don't know that I really get 7 hours sometimes.
I don't.
You have kids.
No, it's not even that. They sleep really well.
Oh, that's good.
It's just I go to bed around 11:30, midnight. Some nights 1.
Mhm.
And then it's just like, all right, you got to get up at 6:15 for work. And
Ugh.
then my kids get up around 7 every day.
Yeah, it's a
But
lot. Oh, pick is in
that was
for
quick.
Jacksonville. Good. That was quick. Move it along. Moving along here.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Uh-oh.
Take it away for 2
Take it
seconds.
away for 2 seconds without you. Oh my gosh.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Count down the minutes until you come back. Maybe we'll make fun of the Long Island accent. Soar. If anybody is from Long Island, you can drop it in the chat. I want to know if you hear other people's accents. Like people will say that I have an accent, which I don't think I do, but like some people were surprised, I guess, who are new to the show and following me, surprised to hear my voice tonight. I guess you were expecting a little bit more North Jersey. So, but going back to the Giants, I know we have a lot of Giants fans watching us now. I think that they made the right move. I'm really interested to see what they do in round 2. There is a lot of depth here, and there's a lot of talent left in the draft. So, again, for me, offensive line depth is really such a sticking point for us. I feel like I have PTSD because of all the injuries that have happened. But I am excited with the new offensive line coach. You know, last year was not great under Bobby Johnson. So getting some new talent, reshuffle this line again. You know, I feel like they got it going at the end of the season, but it was too little too late. Danny, how many times did the Giants shuffle that offensive line? 7? 6 or 7? So by the time they got to the end of the season, that was the 7th shuffle. It was a little bit too late at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I'm interested to see what they do in round 2. But for me, again, I always just want to go with offensive line depth.
Yeah, no, there's a couple good offensive.
I have PTSD. Like I feel like they're always getting hurt, and it's so detrimental to the team.
Yeah, Christian Haynes from UConn seems to be a name a lot of my friends. Oh,
Brian Thomas.
nailed it.
You nailed it. Good job. Good job.
So
I had Buffalo. I had him going to Buffalo.
So that means A.D. Mitchell might be the guy for them.
And now we wait and see what the Cowboys do. They've had a really quiet offseason.
What do the Cowboys do?
What are the Cowboys going to
do? They still got CD.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Gallup, right? Pretty sure they still got Gallup. They don't need a wide receiver. Defense was really good last year, and that was without Diggs for most of it.
Right.
Just finding a way and not choking in the playoffs.
Well, we want them to choke.
No, I know, but I'm being unbiased. If I was a Cowboy.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're not. But who do you think? Who did you have?
Oh, so I had Mims here.
Okay.
But
there's other linemen, right? Kingsley, he's a lineman, right?
Yeah. Kool-Aid, does Kool-Aid go? Kool-Aid to
who are their safety depth? No, I don't.
No.
Maybe they do have a new DC.
Oh yeah, maybe. I just want to know if Kool-Aid goes to Baltimore. I nailed that pick.
If you nail that pick, it's good call on you because you just know he's a Baltimore guy.
I feel like he's a Baltimore guy. I feel like he's the type that. Good for them. I like that for Jacksonville. Yeah. Well, I wonder what Buffalo is going to do now. There's a lot of wide receiver depth. They got to go wide receiver.
They're definitely going to go wide receiver. Will they reach for one? Maybe.
Probably.
Might have to.
I think they're going to have to.
So tomorrow, you were mentioning O-line depth. Mm-hmm. O-line depth and corner would be the two things I would go with the G-Men.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yep. Do you think, and it doesn't have to be necessarily tomorrow, but with Darren Waller not being on a deadline to give a decision, do they go tight end at some point?
Realistically, no. They signed a bunch of tight ends. Okay. I think I do like Bellinger. So I think Bellinger could step in and not fill the complete void, but he's a better overall tight end with blocking and everything else like that.
Okay.
And they did sign 2 free agents during the offseason that are strictly good blocking tight ends. So those guys can worry about focusing on blocking. I like Stoll from the Eagles. He can maybe open up a little bit more. I don't know if he has good hands. I'm not sure. But maybe he finally gets his shot because he always had Goddard and Hurts in front of them.
True.
So maybe he finally steps up and gets playing time. But tight end is one of those luxury positions. So if there's someone that they are very convinced to go get, like there's a bunch of them in the middle rounds that people are like banging on the table to get. So I wouldn't hate it.
Wouldn't be mad about it.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
You neither, right?
No, wouldn't be mad about it. I mean, hey, I'm just happy we got neighbors. So far, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. I cannot wait to see this kid in action. But you know what we're seeing a lot on Twitter now as well? Who's throwing him the ball?
Right. And like I said a couple hours ago, hopefully he is that guy that doesn't need a wide receiver. We've seen it plenty of times. Like,
Wait, he's that guy that doesn't need a wide receiver?
he's that guy that doesn't need a quarterback.
Oh.
That would be nice.
Yes.
like the Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson types that
Mhm.
were like, all right, his production is going to suffer, but at the end of the day, it really didn't in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing with him is neighbors they always talk about speed.
Yep.
Quickness and speed. And he's the pure definition of that.
Yep.
He can go down the field.
Yep.
He can do a couple bubble screens. He could do end arounds, sweeps. He's going to be a weapon that other teams have to worry about. And we do not have that. So hopefully he's ready for a lot of double teams and finding ways to hopefully, all right, this is the second time I mentioned his name. Hopefully, well, he's obviously a better player because he won a lot higher. Hopefully, he's everything that Kadarius Toney game against the Cowboys and Saints.
You really love to bring up Kadarius Toney.
No, because it was just a funny, like, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Kadarius Toney gets crazy on social media.
An all-time what if, because the talent was there and he was just literally a crazy person, and always hurt. So.
Always, which Chiefs fans found out, right?
And
they called us like, "Oh, you guys are crazy."
And we knew right away because the first day of rookie camp, he didn't practice because of cleat issues.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so
he barely practiced last year.
It's a shame. You know? And the fact that he didn't perform in Kansas City, even though he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion, helped them win. Helped them win the first time. It's really,
Dallas taking it right down to the wire here.
They
do not know what they're doing.
AKA, we're scrambling on our notes. Who should we take?
What notes? You saw Jerry Jones's draft.
Scribble?
Yeah, Scribble.
Well, he did the smiley face stick figure.
Yeah, that's like the shit that, probably 2-year-olds draw, right?
Yeah, I'm me. I can't draw.
I can't draw either. My whole family can draw except for me.
Huh.
Not sure what happened with me.
Yeah.
A lot of things skipped me, I think.
Oh, trade. That's why.
Oh, trade. With Detroit.
Okay. The crowd's going to go nuts.
Wow. Detroit hopped up 1, 2, 3, 4 spots?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're a Cowboys fan, you're...
I know it was going around the internet the last couple of weeks, but Joel Embiid has been treated for a mild case of Bell's palsy the past week.
Oh.
Okay. It's never fun. Numbness on one side of the face.
And Detroit's pick is in. I know this place is going
to go. Who is your original Lions pick?
Mitchell.
Okay. Do they really? Yeah, they did. There's their other wide receiver left last year.
Whatever they pick, that building is going to go crazy and insane. But what was the trade? Did they put it up on the screen?
Yeah. Sorry.
They're going crazy already. You didn't even get the pick in.
They've been there all day.
All day. Way too.
All right, 24 in 2005, 2025, 7th rounder. They swapped for 29 and a 3rd round pick. Interesting.
Well, let's see what the hometown city does. And we will end it there.
Okay.
You're happy.
Yeah, they're always happy.
We'll see. Man crushing. I like that.
Oh,
You got a man crush on anybody?
man crush on anybody?
Mhm.
I think my biggest man crush right now would have to be Jalen Brunson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we all know yours.
I got a few.
Would your female
Oh, my
female crush, Caitlin Clark, maybe?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't know.
No. I gotta
Um,
think about who my female crush
maybe
would be.
Pete
My girl
Alonso on the
crush.
Mets. Pete Alonso on the Mets.
I gotta think about who my girl crush would be.
Giants. I don't really have one at the moment.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, it's not like I was growing up. Like I would defend
Yeah.
Eli to the death, or Strahan, or Tuck.
Oh, Eli. Miss Eli.
Yeah, he's on to bigger and better things. Hopefully,
Yeah, 10 more years in the Manning cast.
we're gonna do a live show at a Canton. That'll be fun.
10 more years in the Manning cast. I like the Manning cast.
I do too. I really do.
I like it better than the regular broadcast.
See, I disagree. I do like Buck and Aikman to a degree.
Ugh.
If it's all right, for example, if it's a Giant game, I will watch the main telecast because as much as I love Peyton and Eli, I just want to focus on the game.
But they are focusing on
They
the
are
game.
to a degree,
Do
but
you rather hear Aikman?
no, I'm not paying attention to Aikman and Buck. I'm paying attention to the game, and I don't feel like hearing about a story, And I'll hear the story on Twitter and Instagram. So,
Okay.
but most weeks I watch them. Obviously,
I love the Manning cast.
I do too.
Don't love how old I'm going to be when their contract expires, but
Yeah, same here. But
love the Manning cast. All right, let's go. Come on. Oh, such a delay, and it doesn't have to be. Where did you think they're going here?
corner. That's what I just stole it from. What's his face?
Oh,
One of the guys from the NFL Network.
oh, okay.
Oh, Marcus Davenport.
They jumped up a lot for whoever they're about to take. So
Yeah, they did. Wow.
yeah. Well, let's see. Who are these people?
It looks like high school kids.
Kids?
So, what number was the football jersey that you wore to high school on game days for the star quarterback when you were in high school? You guys didn't wear jerseys, not even to like homecoming?
No. Wore my cheerleading uniform every Friday.
Yeah, the girls would wear the cheerleading uniform, but with the jersey on top.
No.
I wasn't cool enough, so.
No, I just wore my cheerleading uniform every
Only
Friday.
had my friend wear it during homecoming, so it was cool.
Every Friday was Spirit
Right.
Day.
We would play on Saturdays, and then they ran them Friday nights. You guys played Friday nights, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I wasn't wearing anybody's jersey. Please. You know what I wore? My warm-ups with my name on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's see. I wonder if Dallas Nation is losing their mind right now. I can't wait to check. I hope they're having a meltdown. Oh, did we get it?
No. Well, you had them earlier.
Oh, I did have him earlier. Who did I have him go to? Oh, I had him going to Denver. So he fell a little bit.
Right.
All right.
It's a good move. They needed that. What is their defense like? Top 5 worst.
Yeah. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Well, yeah. They should have never choked that game against the Niners.
No, they shouldn't have. But we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We are going to end it there with the hometown city. We topped out here on this round at 288. So I think in total we were at over 500 of you watching us, which is crazy and insane for two people who just cover the Giants mostly and, hopped on and decided to run through a good portion of the draft with you guys. We thank you so much. As always, you can find me at NikkiNick9384.
And DB Han on X. And then, as always, TNL_NYG on Instagram, Twitter, and eventually we'll get TikTok going. We do have it. We just
I have a personal TikTok.
Yeah, we know. She's a TikTok star.
Not yet. Maybe one day. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the draft weekend. We will be back with more content tomorrow.
Later, guys.
Bye.